Mistakes are common. Everybody makes mistakes. I want to use mistakes as a learning opportunity. I was speaking to a fellow yesterday. He called me on the phone and he said, I got this, a slew of brand new harmonicas and they don't play well. He bought my tools previously and he had not taken me up on the offer of support. You buy my tools, I give you support, I'll help you out with any problem. So I said, let me help you work on these harps. And he said, I don't want to invest a lot of time in this, I'm not really good at this. And I said, well, the simplest thing you could do is flat sand the draw reed plate. Flat sanding the draw reed plate is one of the fundamental things you can do to make your harp airtight, because as the draw reed plate makes contact with the comb, if there's a better contact, there's a better seal, more airtightness, more control. He said, yeah, that's all real fine and dandy, but what about the blow bends? What about the top end? And it took me a minute to figure out what he meant. Reeds on the draw side are the reeds that you play when you play a draw bend. Did you know that that's not true? No, you didn't. Okay, let me show you what happens. I'm going to put my finger over the individual slots, the top, the blow, and the bottom, the draw, as I play the 3 draw bend. Whole step bend, step and a half. So did you notice that for those first 3 notes, the draw, the first bend and the second bend, when I put my finger on the top, it changed the pitch, changed the tone a little bit because of the airflow, but it didn't stop the note. When I pressed up on the bottom, when I pressed up on the reed, on the draw reed, it stopped the note. When I bent all the way down, or almost all the way down, to get that 3rd draw bend, it was reversed. When I blocked the top slot, it shut the note down. But when I pressed the bottom note, almost nothing happened. That means that the first 2 draw bends were mostly created by the draw note, by the bottom note, the reed on the draw side. But that other bend was due to the contribution of the blow reed. Let's see what happens on the 2 draw. There are fewer bends available on the 2 draw. So that's the draw bend. That's the draw straight. Not much happens when I block the blow note. And it shuts down when I block the draw note. Obviously, it's the draw reed. First step, bend. So, when I block the top note, the pitch wobbles a little bit, but the note keeps playing. And when I block the bottom note, it stops. Full step bend. I play the full step bend and I block the blow reed and the note is gone. That means this reed was playing the full step bend. The blow reed was playing the full step draw bend. Imagine that. And when I block the draw reed, not much happens. Again, the pitch gets fuzzy. So this shows you that during a bend, and the reason why the diatonic harmonica sounds so powerful when you bend, compared to, let's say, the bends that you hear when someone plays a chromatic harmonica, or valved bends, or overblows, which are single reed bends. The regular draw bends on holes 1 to 6 and blow bends on 7 to 10 are the cooperation of both reeds. And so anything that you do to improve the performance of one component, automatically it helps the other component. So when you make, and to go back to the original point, flat sanding the draw reed plate doesn't really do much for the reeds other than make the whole chamber more airtight. So it doesn't matter if the air leak is coming from the top or coming from the bottom. If you've blocked half of it, you've made things better for everybody. You've given everybody a lift. So I hope that dispels a little bit of the confusion between which reeds count when you play a bend and what can you do to make bends easier. Well, anything you can do to make the harmonica play better will help you play bends easier in general. I hope that helps.